So here we have it. This is the PlayStation 5 Pro and it's finally here. Now I did just go and pick this up about half an hour ago. Now I'm super excited to get this thing open, so without further ado, let's get straight into the unboxing. But if you do enjoy today's video, do me a massive favour, hit the like on today's video and subscribe to the channel. And let me know down below if you're going to pick one of these up for yourself. Alright guys, so here we have it. This is the PS5 Pro. Now we're going to get this thing unboxed, but just behind the PS5 Pro as well, we've got the original PS5 Slim, not original, but the PS5 Slim Digital, just to compare the size of the boxes really. Obviously if you put them side by side, that's kind of where you see the difference. It's a bit thicker on the Pro, a bit more like the actual disc version of the PS5 Slim. A box is a box, I suppose. But yeah, let's get this thing unboxed and see what's actually inside of it. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, not the most authentic unboxing because I just recorded the first attempt of it and it was really choppy, so we're going to give it another go. But I've hardly opened it anyway, so we're going to get this opened and I'm going to have to stand up for this because it's a bit too big. Right, let's slide this thing out because even the second time round it's not the easiest thing in the world to get unboxed. Now you're probably going to hear a lot of noise here, so bear with me. There we go, let's get it slid out. There you go, you got your sleeve there. Let's put that to the side. So you've got the PlayStation logo on the front, which are, standard. Most of this packaging is very similar to the normal PS5 that you do get. Now I'll just show you as well. So top of the box, you get your power cable for the PS5. Same one you get in the normal PS5. You've also got these two little stands here if you want to put it horizontally on like a TV stand or something. But if you want to put a disc drive on there, your disc drive box will come with one of those as well. And as well, that HDMI 2.1 cable. Most of this top stuff here is really similar to what you'd get in a normal PS5. And just a standard DualSense controller as well. You've all seen one of those. Unfortunately, it's not the Edge, but that's okay. PS5 controller as it is very nice. So we'll just put some of that stuff to the side and we'll actually get the PS5 Pro out of the box. Let's have a look then. So if we take this thing out, it's always a bit tricky to get this thing out, but let's give it a go. I think I might have to slide it out. Give that a go. There we go, put that box down there. Now it's got the usual is that polystyrene? Foam, somewhat to protect it. And then we've also got the one on there as well, take that off. Obviously it's wrapped up as well, so let's get this thing out. And here you have it. This is the PlayStation 5 Pro. It is very, very nice if you ask myself. I'll get my normal PS5 Slim just to show you the difference as well. Now if we do put the PS5 Slim side by side to the Pro, what you can tell is that it is quite a bit taller than the new PS5 Pro. However, they're both very similar in sort of width as well. So it's actually still smaller than the original PS5, so if you're going upgrading from one of those, it will feel a bit smaller. And what I do like as well, although I didn't think I would, is that on the PS5 Pro, you've got two matte covers on the side, whereas the Slim, it's sort of two-toned. You've got a glossy cover on this side and a matte one. That's been mentioned a lot on the internet. But yeah, I didn't think I'd like it. I quite like the glossy on the Slim, but it is really nice in person. And I do like the sort of vents and the grates you've got on the side. Looks very, very aggressive and very pro. I like it. So yeah, that's the unboxing for the PS5 Pro. Let's get this set up and see how it looks. Now, I'm sure you're already aware of this, but if you are wanting to play disc games, unfortunately, it doesn't come with a disc drive, and I'm sure you're already aware of that before you bought the console. But if you are wanting to install the disc drive, you are going to have to get one of the PlayStation ones, if you can find them in stock. They are normally about £100, however, they are getting scalped massively at the moment for about 200 quid. It's just not worth it. So at least wait until they come back in stock. But if you are wanting to install one, or you want to transfer your disc drive from your PS5 Slim over to the PS5 Pro, this is how you can do it. So I'm going to show you from transferring it from a PS5 Slim to the Pro. Now you want to take the side panel off of the right hand side of the console and you want to pull it off from the front end. Now, as you can see on here, it's pretty easy. You have to put a bit of strength into it though. Don't worry about snapping it. You're not going to snap it. It's just a bit, it's just clipped in, so you have to pull it quite hard. But once you get it off, the disc drive is underneath and you don't have to unclip anything. You literally just lift it out and it comes out, which is pretty simple. I was wondering how you had to take the disc drive out, but it's really simple. You literally just lift it off at one side and then take it out. And same when it comes to adding the PS5 disc drive to the PS5 Pro, you want to take the bottom right hand side panel off of the PS5 Pro and then put the disc drive in as you just took it off on the Pro. The sizing is very similar between both consoles for this side anyway, so it'll fit perfectly. And then you want to take the old cover that you had on your PS5 Slim, put it on the PS5 Pro, and there you go, you've installed the PS5 disk drive. Now, if you want to upgrade the storage as well, you can do that with an M.2 SSD like you did on the original PS5. You want to take the top right hand panel off, presuming you're looking from the front of the PS5. And under that, you've got the M.2 SSD enclosure. You want to get a very small Phillips screwdriver. If you just search on Amazon, M.2 SSD screwdriver, you'll find one straight away. Unscrew that, put your new SSD in, make sure it's PS5 compatible, and you're set to go. So yeah, I've just switched out the PS5 Slim for the PS5 Pro, and I haven't had too much chance to try any games properly yet, and I will go into more detail when I do my review back in the next week. However, I have had a bit of chance to play around with Spider-Man 2. I put the disc in, downloaded it, and I turned it on, just have a bit of a test, and also record a bit of footage for this video as well, so you can have a look at how it looks, and have a bit of a sneak peek before I do an in-depth review next week. But first impressions, they're really good. So with the PS5 Pro, you now have, in terms of what you get on Spider-Man anyway, you get the Fidelity Pro mode and you've got the Performance Pro mode as well. Fidelity Pro, you get a much better image quality, or at least what I can see compared to the standard Fidelity mode. You get access to a lot more ray tracing and a lot better like shadows and things like that as well. There's tons more options you can choose from. Whereas the Performance Pro, what that is, it sort of aims to use the Fidelity mode that you get from the normal PS5, renders it at a lower resolution, and then relies on PSSR to upscale that to 4K. And don't get me wrong, Performance Pro mode looks incredible and you do get a smoother experience. If you unlock the frame rate on Performance Pro mode and you're on a VRR screen, you can get all the way up to like 90 FPS, which is absolutely more than playable for Spider-Man. It's like a PC experience. However, with the Fidelity Pro mode, I actually really value how much better the image quality is, or at least how as far as I can see, especially in terms of like the ray trace reflections and things like that. Bear in mind, I am looking at like a 42-inch OLED TV. Not everyone's going to have the same like screen to compare things to. However, in my short experience that I've had with this console so far, I really enjoyed messing around on Spider-Man 2 with the Fidelity Pro mode, because I'm still getting around 45 to 50 FPS, and with VRR as well, it's still pretty smooth, but the graphics quality is unreal. And like I said, the video you're seeing right now is recorded with the Fidelity Pro mode. However, because this video is in 30 FPS, it's not going to be a great example of what you can expect from this console on how it's going to look. Also as well, I have just actually had a bit of a quick chance to test out another game like Alan Wake 2, and it does show that quite a few games don't clearly seem to have their patch out for the PS5 Pro just yet. Obviously, it is only day one, so I expect things to be a little bit delayed. But for example, on the PlayStation Store, there is the PS5 Pro Enhanced section, and Alan Wake 2 is on there. However, when you go into the game, I don't know if they're just deciding they don't want to add like a Pro mode or anything like that, but the quality mode still is at 30 FPS. Performance is also still at 60, but it doesn't look like there's any PSSR going on or anything, so I'm not too sure what's going on yet, but I will keep you updated. Hopefully by the time I come down to doing the review, everything is a little bit more updated and there's a few more games to test out. Just thought I'd keep that in mind. Just not every game is updated just yet, so if you have just bought your PS5 Pro today, expect things to roll out a little bit slower, especially if they're not first party games. That's going to do it for today's video. If you enjoyed the content, do me a massive favour, hit the like and subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you like the PS5 Pro, think it's good value, or it's just stupidly expensive. But on that note, I will see you next week for the review. Goodbye.